Alright, welcome back to a new video, and of course, this video will be about the June 10th bout between the WBO Super Lightweight World Champion, former Undisputed Super Lightweight World Champion, up against the former Unified Lightweight World Champion, Teofimo Lopez. This will be a very interesting bout. This will be, I think, Teofimo's third fight at 140, and he will be fighting the best at 140. Both have their controversial wins. One has actually lost, that being, well, Teofimo. Well, let's look at their records. Let's see if this will be a competitive match or not. Of course, Josh Taylor is 19-0, 13 knockouts. His most recent win, which is the controversial win, being against Jack Catterall, which everyone thought Catterall won, which may or may not be the truth. But he was dropped in the fight by Catterall, so that is very interesting. And Teofimo, on the other hand, is 18-1 with 13 knockouts. So, he actually has this exact same amount of knockouts as Taylor. So that's something. And he himself is also coming off of a controversial win, that being against Sandor Martin, which I also thought Martin won because Teofimo got dropped once. That counted. He got dropped the second time the exact same way. Wasn't counted. So, whatever, man. Not to mention Teofimo accidental head clash, but it did. I think it did break Martin's nose. So you know, him having to breathe out of his mouth since like round 2 was probably not the best for him. So both are coming off of controversial wins. You know, screw it. On the end, they should have put an undercard: Martin versus Catterall. Let's see whose leftovers are better. But I got Taylor. I got Taylor decision. He don't got. I mean, he has power. He just, you know, less power, especially going up against someone who does have power. You know, if we were to go, you know, little by little, Taylor won his undisputed championship against Jose Ramirez, who later fought Comey and got his ass whipped. He won 11th round stoppage, but then again, it's against Comey, okay? It's Comey at 140, man. Comey was already getting his ass whipped at 135. And then he moved to 140, and he expected it to be a good win. Nah. Comey was knocked out, I think, in the second or third round against Teofimo Lopez at 135. So, you know, maybe that win will not hold as much weight anymore. But Catterall, a controversial win. Should he have lost? Probably, but what'd you expect? It was on Sky Boxing. And he was the guy, so, you know, you expected him to lose a decision unless it was a complete beatdown. Exactly. You start thinking, man. You start thinking. Of course, Teofimo is coming off of his loss against George Kambosos, and people say, "Oh, but George Kambosos sucks. He's worse than Catterall." I mean, you right. But Catterall never held a belt, though. Exactly. You guys don't know anything. Kambosos was the unified lightweight champion who got dominated in 2 fights against Haney. So, you know, that says a little bit. But Teofimo was a little, you know, ahead of himself, a little, how do I say, cocky. But it seems like he might be back on track in the mind games. You know, I think he might be back. And then his debut at 140 was against Pedro Campa, which he won by TKO, which is a good enough win because Brandon Lee, someone who people think has a lot of power, couldn't knock out. And they thought, and for some reason Showbox thought, or Showtime thought, Campa was supposed to win that fight and not Lee. And of course, his controversial win against Sandor Martin, which he looked absolutely atrocious against. But then again, Martin is a mover. He moves, makes you miss, and he hits you with shots which look like they shouldn't hurt you, but they do hurt you. Dropped them once, should have dropped them twice, and he already beat Mikey Garcia. So, you know, it's a different fight with Taylor. Taylor is not really too much of a mover. He's just gonna be there, right? But I think Taylor will kind of beat, you know, the old Teofimo back into Teofimo, meaning he'll start doubting himself. But we've seen time and time again when people think, oh, this dude's done, this dude's gonna lose, he doesn't have a chance. Maybe if he was younger, maybe if he didn't lose that one time, maybe he'd be better. They rise to the occasion. Teofimo could do that, and if he does, if it's prime Teofimo, right, prime Teofimo, beating Lomachenko Teofimo, I got Teofimo winning TKO. I think he beats Taylor if he has his mind in his, if he thinking straight, I got him winning. So you already know who I'm rooting for. Who am I rooting for? Am I rooting for some dude from Scotland? Really? Scotland? That's crazy, man. Or am I rooting from the dude from the States? That's right, the States. Teofimo will have hometown advantage fighting Taylor. The crowd will be behind them and everything. You really think I'm about to go for the Scottish man? No. This is where the U.S. comes on top. Teofimo will beat Josh Taylor, become the WBO champion. American right there. And then we already got the WBC champion, Regis Prograis, another American. And then we got the newly crowned WBA champion, Rolando Romero, another American. All that's left is taking out the IBF champion, that being Subriel Matias, bro. That's going to be a tough task for anyone. But, hey, seems like Prograis might be going after him. So, hey, let's hope he wins. Nothing but American champions in lightweight and super lightweight. And welterweight. Can you believe that? And super welterweight. Can you believe that? 4 divisions run by Americans. Can you believe that? That's the American dream right there, my man. Teofimo will knock out Josh Taylor round 10. Mark my words. Put money on that. I'm putting my money in there right now. Round 10 stoppage win for Teofimo Lopez. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And of course, the next video will be another June 10th bout, which will be at the same time zone, but maybe they'll change the time up so the main event isn't with the other main event. That being, of course, Jaime Munguia versus Deverenchenko. Very interesting bout and a decent opponent for Munguia. I mean, Deverenchenko already lost a couple times, but he's always been the champion, so maybe it's something else. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.